Dear students, I am your social teacher, MVM School, Yelahanka, Newton. Children, today's lesson Fundamental Rights and Duties. Lesson overview, Introduction of Fundamental Rights, Meaning of Fundamental Rights, Types of Fundamental Rights, and Fundamental Duties. Introduction. Children, rights are legal, social, or ethical principles of freedom or entitlement, that is, rights are the fundamental normative rules about what is allowed of people or owed people according to some legal system, social convention, or ethical theory. Rights are very essential part for the very sustenance of a democracy. For democratic election, it is necessary that citizens should have the right to express their opinions from political parties and take part in political activities also. A right means the authority given to a citizen. It may be a natural right, also like right to live, right for protection to life. It may be a legally acceptable right also, like right to equality, right to education. So many rights. For the development of individual and the country, some freedom and rights are inevitable. Hence, our constitution has given some fundamental rights to its citizen. Meaning of fundamental rights. Fundamental rights are the basic rights given to an individual by the Constitution for his development. They are the constitutional rights. Fundamental rights are important for social life, in human life. No one can violate these rights. Fundamental rights is most important in human life. So no one can violate these rights. The fundamental rights are protected by the judiciary. So all the fundamental rights to protection to our judiciary system only can give protection to our fundamental rights. Types of fundamental rights. The Constitution of India has prominently provided 6 fundamental rights to all citizens. First one, right to equality, right to freedom, right against exploitation, right of religion, cultural and educational rights. Sixth rights, right to constitutional remedies. So let us know these 6 fundamental rights. First one is right to equality. All are equal before the law. So cannot discrimination. Rich or poor, upper or lower, anyone. So we are all equal in front of the law. Nobody in above the law, and all deserve equal protection to or the aspects included in right to equality. The government cannot discriminate on the basis of religion, caste, sex, gender, race, the place of birth. We are all one. It cannot restrict entry to shop, hotel, or recreational places to any of its citizens. It cannot even restrict anyone from using the public wells, tank, road, and resting places. All citizens have the equal opportunity to enter the government services. Any one person, rich or poor, educated people, so can give equal rights. It cannot forbid anyone from entering the holy places and offer prayers. So that is right to equality. Our government only can provide right to equality. Article 14. These articles as guarantee the right to equality. Article 14, equality before law. Article 15, prohibition of discrimination on grounds of religion, race, caste, places of birth. Article 16, equality of opportunity in the matters of public employment. Article 17, prohibition of untouchability. Article 18, abolition of title. So, these provisions of our Indian Constitution. Right to equality. So, second one, right to freedom. This is the second rights. The right to freedom given in the Constitution provide the following of everyone. Every people can follow the right to freedom, right to speech and freedom of expression. Right to speech and freedom of expression. Anyone expression can give the opinion, promptly can give the opinion. Second one, right to participate in the peaceful public meeting. So that is also one of the right to participate. Every person also can participate and arrange the peaceful public meeting. Right to establish institution and associations. Right to travel throughout the country without any restriction. Only our country children. Right to live in any part of India. Right to take up any employment, business or occupation. That is our freedom, our capacity. Freedom cannot be discharged as one likes, though it is the fundamental right. The Constitution itself states that the government can impose restrictions on the individual freedom on certain occasions. For example, it restricts everyone from defaming someone by uncontrolled words on the pretext of discharging one's freedom of speech. So government can give the right to freedom. So uncontrolled words, bad words, so can start at exploitation. So that is not government allowed. That is a restriction, restricts our government. Right to freedom, Article 19. So next, right against exploitation. The objective of these rights is to prevent exploitation of poor women, children and the weaker section of the society in order to restrict exploitation in the name of religion, caste, gender and sect. The state and central government have enforced many laws. For example, taking dowry is a punishable offense. So prohibited also. In 1961 only can prohibited dowry. And another one, the practice of bonded labor is prohibited. That is also. Employing children in certain industries such as beadi making, mining and cracker manufacturing have been banned. Under 14 years cannot do the work. Only children get education till the age of 14 years. So next one, so right against exploitation. Next, fourth one, right to freedom of religion. Anyone people, right to freedom of religion. Any religion we are follow. The citizens of India have the right to accept and follow the religion of their own choice. Everyone has the right to observe the religious practice without disturbing peace, discipline, hygiene in mind. Our constitution also prohibits religious conversion by force. No one people can follow the rituals or culture forcefully. That is prohibited. temptation or by falsehoods. Next, fifth one, rights, cultural and educational rights. This fundamental right protect the cultural and educational interest of the minorities. People have right to protect their own language, script or culture. The minorities have the rights to establish educational institutions. Already we know that minorities, so Buddhist, Christians, anyone, so minorities people also can establish a educational institution, also can give the opportunity. The educational institution of the minorities should adhere to the rules stipulated by the government, follow the government rules and regulation. Last, this is most important rights, right to constitutional remedies. The citizen has the right to approach the court of justice in the event of violation of the fundamental rights. This is known as the right to constitutional remedies. Other rights can be protected by way of protecting this right. Fundamental rights and duties mean they are directly given to its citizen by the constitution. Any individual, organization or institution such as parliament, assembly, judicial, official group, police department, any other public institutions are restricted from violating them. No one person or no one institution cannot violating to people or persons. So these rights only can give protection to all the other rights. In the event of violation, suppose the aggrieved person can directly approach the High Court or Supreme Court. Sometimes the event of violation of fundamental rights and duties, a writ petition can be filed either in the state High Court or Supreme Court of India. That's why this is most important rights. Last topic, fundamental duties. The fundamental rights and duties are the two faces of same coin. The responsibility of an individual to his country is known as the duty. In case the people discharge their fundamental duties with self motivation, the progress of the country becomes easier. Our constitution can give to the people 11 fundamental duties. First one, to respect the constitution, national flag and national anthem. This is our first duty. To follow the noble ideas that inspired our struggle for freedom. All the people also noble ideals and inspired our struggle for freedom. How to got freedom? Already we know that we follow the ideals. Third one, to protect the unity of India. We are all can show the unity. Fourth one, to defend the motherland. Fifth one, to promote the spirit of common brotherhood amongst all the people of India. This is most important. We are creating brotherhood relationship. We are all oneness. To preserve our rich heritage. Preserve our rich heritage. Seventh one, to protect and improve the natural environment. Eighth one, to develop the scientific temper and the spirit of enquiry. Ninth one also is most important, to safeguard public property and give up the violence. Tenth one, to strive towards excellence in all sphere of individual and collective activities. 11th one recently only adding, this is most important. Every parents or the guardians should provide an opportunity for education to their children from the age of 6 to 14 years. This is most important duty and responsibility also. In the case the citizen does not discharge any of these fundamental duties, the government cannot question in the court of law. Even then, all the citizens are expected to do their duties with self motivation. Only human being can asking our rights, cannot do our duties. Please children, first we do our duty, next automatically our rights have it. Thank you children. I give the classwork in PDF, send in a group. Thank you.